Me for Sports Centred. I'm really pleased to be joined here by Joe Hayden ahead of his huge fight night this Friday at the Doncaster Dome. First of all, Joe, how are you feeling about this week?
Yeah, very good, thank you. I've been really looking forward to it. Yeah, just excited. I feel really good in myself. Um, just looking forward to getting there now, and it's nearly here, so the countdown's on. Yeah,
Yeah, so you've obviously had a massive 2025. This is your fifth fight, I think, of this year already, isn't it? And obviously the biggest one. So was that something you planned at the start of 2025 to be so active or?
no. So obviously, I think the start of 25 is when I boxed Elliot Agobi, and then we didn't really know what the plan was really. It was obviously we wanted to stay busy, but we never knew what sort of fights were going to come his way really, and then. The opportunity to come up to box Lewis Booth on the Doncaster show, and that was an opportunity that I couldn't turn down. Really, with it being, it's not very often you get offered an opportunity to box at your local football ground. So, um, yeah, we had to take that one, and I got the win there. And then everything just feels like it's come together since then. Everything's gone in leaps and bounds. I got the matchroom fight, and then and then ending the year with a title fight. So it just feels like it's gone from strength to strength this year, and the last few months has been absolutely hectic. But I wouldn't change it for the world.
Yeah, no, it's been incredible. Obviously, we spoke in Sheffield ahead of that huge matchroom fight. Obviously, you got the win against Angelo Dragone as well on points, but this fight, obviously, is title fight for the Commonwealth Silver welterweight title. So, like you said, ending 2025 on a high for you. So, have you looked into George Mensah, sort of how he fights, and because he's very tough, isn't he? He's got a high knockout percentage for it as well.
Yeah, by the looks of his record, he's a dangerous fella. I've watched a bit of him on YouTube. He's strong, he's athletic, and he's a good boxer. But it excites me when I see these sort of opponents now, and when I watch him and I see that he's good. It gets me excited 'cause these are the sort of fights that I want now. I feel like I'm at that stage where I've done my apprenticeship, and now I'm ready for these good fights now. So now I'm looking forward to it.
No, and like I say, you're currently 20 and 0. So as you sort of go through those different fights, obviously this is the biggest one for a title. Is the 20 and 0 something that plays on your mind, or do you just sort of take it fight by fight as you go
Yeah,
on?
just fight by fight. My record, it it doesn't really mean much to me, to be honest. It's obviously, as everyone knows, I didn't have a big amateur career, so a lot of my fights have been learning fights, gaining the experience, and then feel like my professional career really started probably the Lewis Booth fight, and then from there, really, that's when it's really took a turn. But yeah, I don't read too much into the record. Just like you say, yeah, fight by fight, and I'm only going to be in good fights now, so it's an exciting time of my career, really.
Yeah, like I say, you said in a couple of your Instagram stories, this is the fittest you've ever been. Is that something you've looked at specifically and changed anything specific, or do you think it's a mix of you being so active this year that's kind of helped you along the way for that?
I think it is the consistency, to be honest. Obviously, I had the Rajesh Kumar fight, and that was my first fight, and then I was meant to have this fight coming up this Friday. But obviously, we threw the matchroom one in the middle because again, it was an opportunity I couldn't turn down. So I was in a call with a nutritionist last week, and we was talking about it. And I've actually been in camp for 4 months straight now. So I think it is just the consistency of always being on it, being on my diet, always in the gym, and getting the fights in as well. The experience in the last 3 months, I've had the experience of these fights, and I've just got better and better each fight. And now coming into this one, I think it's the fittest I've ever felt, and not just in myself because I've always been fit. I've always been outside of the ring. I've always been fit, but it's the fittest boxing wise I've ever felt, and I think that's the most important thing. My boxing fitness now feels amazing. I feel like I could go all day. So that's where I come from when I say it's the fittest I've ever felt. Physically, it's the fittest I've ever felt, but also boxing wise, yeah, it's the best I've felt.
Do you think as well from that it's the most confidence, sorry, you felt going into a fight? Obviously, you've had that huge experience fighting on a matchroom card under Dave, and now obviously you're going into your own title fight. Do you feel more confident now that you're like say, fittest you've ever been, but you know what you've got to go in there and do.
Yeah, definitely. And the experience is what's given me the confidence as well because you can be as fit as you want, but if you haven't got that experience, there's not much you can do with that fitness really. And in each fight, like I say, I'm just getting more experienced and becoming a better fighter of myself. And I'm in the gym all the time, sparring all the time, constantly wanting to learn off Dave. So yeah, I feel like it's all coming together now, and I'm starting to pick up that experience now as a fighter. Uh, and yeah, it's really all coming together. Starting to think for myself now. I can go in there and do it now. I felt like at the start of my career, I was sort of almost winging it, just going in there, not really. It was all just a bit of a blur. Whereas now I feel fully in control when I'm in there now.
Yeah. Yeah, no, so you mentioned obviously you've got a nutritionist as well. Obviously, you've got a great team around you with Dave, Nige, and all of those. Is sort of having the team like a nutritionist and people like that, has that really helped you along the way as well, knowing sort of where you need to be, obviously with your nutrition and your weight, and then obviously you've got Dave and the team sort of with your boxing side. Does that help massively as well?
Yeah, huge. Because obviously I used to do all the nutrition myself, and it was doable. But when it comes down to things like this, well, to be fair, since working with them, I've seen a massive difference because mainly the amount of food that they actually give me. So I work with Connor and Matt at Prime Performance, and the amount of food that they give me, I would have never have allowed myself to eat because I'd have thought I'm eating too much. I need to get my weight down. But
Yeah.
that's the main change that we've done really is the volume of food I'm actually eating. I'm eating the most I've ever eaten and losing weight as good as I've ever lost it. So like it's fight week and I'm still on a silly amount of calories really for where I should be at to make weight. So I'm fortunate with these lads really, and I do think that's made a massive difference with my performance because not that my diet's been bad, but they do say you can't out train a bad diet, and because my nutrition, everything, it's always on point. Then my performance, my recovery, everything else is always on point as well.
That's cool. So obviously, you know you can train physically, you're best nutritionally. Do you sort of prepare yourself mentally for it? Is that something you look into and you sort of assess sort of mentally? Obviously, it's a huge fight, so you know you've got to be ready for it, but everything along those lines, is that something you look at as well?
For me, mentally, I don't really take much into it. For mentally, if I know that I've done everything I could possibly do, if I've turned up to every training session and given 100%, if I've rested properly outside the training, if I've done my nutrition properly, not cut no corners with my nutrition, and done everything to a T what my nutrition set me out. If I do all that properly, that's what gives me the confidence going into fights. Because I've done everything I can possibly do outside of the fight. Whatever happens now, come fight night happens. I've given myself the best chance possible. So what will be really.
Yeah, and obviously fighting in your hometown of Doncaster, how exciting is that for you to have that home crowd behind you and sort of give you that buzz for Friday night?
Yeah, I cannot wait. It's nice to be back in Doncaster. I've only boxed in Donny a couple of times actually, so it's really nice to be back at Doncaster, back at the Dome. Looking to sort of make it my home now. Obviously, with Dave putting shows on now, it'd be nice to sort of yeah, like I say, make that my home and get regular shows on at Doncaster Dome and start really selling it. I've done great with tickets this time. The support's been absolutely unbelievable. The last few fights, the support's been amazing. I've boxed all regular. I didn't expect 3 times in 3 months. I would never expected everyone to show out to all three because tickets are expensive and it's a tough time of the year as well. Christmas coming up, but everyone's supporting me for every single fight, and I wasn't sure how this fight was going to go with the matchroom one, but tickets have gone amazing. The support's been absolutely amazing, and yeah, I'm just really looking forward to going and putting a show on for everyone then, and bringing a belt back to Doncaster as well.
Yeah, no, it would be incredible for you. Like I say, you've gone from strength to strength. What are you sort of looking at for 2026, or are you just really focusing on this fight first and then going from there afterwards?
Yeah, focusing on this fight, get this fight won, first professional title, and then we can look at 2026. Hopefully, pick up another belt and just keep winning and keep building up those British rankings. Really, because that's the dream, the British title, the Commonwealth title. That's the goal. So yeah, but first and foremost, we've got to get Friday one first and get that belt one.
So obviously you said you're focusing on this one, but are there any names you've got in your head who you'd love to fight? Any sort of key goals of who you would like to try and get a title from?
No, to be honest with you, there's no one. There's no dream fight for me. There's no opponent. No dream opponent. Sorry, there's always a dream fight. But there's no dream opponent who I'd love to fight. The way that I see it is whoever's got the belts that we're going to be going for is who I would like to fight, and that's I think that's how it will always be. I've never got anything personal against anyone. Anyone I would love to fight, but if someone's got the British title, the Commonwealth title, the belts that we want to go for, then that's the people who we're going to want to be fighting.
No, I think it's going to be a great night. Obviously, you've got a lot of your guys who you train with, like you've got Moyo, who's also fighting on the card. How excited are you for those guys, obviously, having their first professional bouts as well on that card?
Yeah, it's great. It's such a good buzz around the team. Like we've got a really close knit, small team, but everyone just wants the best for each other, and we can't wait for. Yeah, it'd be good to see Calvin go out there and get the win as well, and then yeah, we're just such a close knit team. Everyone pushes each other on so much. Everyone wants the best for each other, so it's nice to see everyone doing well.
Yeah, no, it's obviously been a busy year. Obviously, another guy who you're very close to and train, Joe Howarth, who's got a massive headline fight December 17th at the O2. So obviously, you're around him a lot. How's he doing? Is he excited for that fight as well? How do you think he's going to get on?
Joel's absolutely flying. He's the best I've ever seen him, to be honest. He's come on leaps and bounds since coming over and training with Dave. He's the fittest I've ever seen him, the strongest I've ever seen him, and his boxing's just coming on all the time. I think Joe's a big problem, to be honest. I think he's his boxing ability is very underestimated. They know he can fight, they know he's strong, but I don't think they realise how good of a boxer he is either. And he's a big lightweight as well, so I think he's going to cause some surprises in a few weeks' time when he fights Viziola. Yeah, but it's a tough fight for him. Don't get me wrong, Viziola, very 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 good fighter. So I think we're in for a good fight with that one.
No, it'd be good. Are you headed down to watch him?
Hopefully, I'm going to be going and doing my seconds license in a few weeks. So I'm hopeful I'll be in the corner with Dave. So
Oh
that'll be
no,
good.
yeah, no, that would be brilliant. Like you mentioned, obviously it's been a massive year for you. You bought your own house with your missus as well. So what are your plans for 2026, not just outside of boxing, just in general, or is it fully focused on boxing at the moment?
Just my life outside of boxing is just very very simple and very boring. Really, I like the simple things. I just like to when I'm not fighting, I like to just be at home and just be with family and be chilled out. We just bought a dog yesterday, so
Oh wow. What sort of dog have you gone for?
Cocker Spaniel we bought. So
Oh
because I need a little running partner. That's me. I've always wanted a little dog that I can take running with me, and Cocker Spaniels are up the wall. So
yeah.
he's gonna need a lot of walking and a lot of running, but it's like the dog version of me. If I don't go walking and go running every day, then I'm up the wall. So it'll keep me busy as well. But so that's going to be me away from boxing now, just out on
Okay.
walks and doing me usual. Yeah, just training away because I can never not train. It's just part of me. I could never not do it.
Oh no. Sounds like everything's obviously going great for you. I don't know if you've seen the news, you might not have that. It's been announced AJ and Jake Paul are going to be fighting in
Yeah, just
America.
saying that.
How do you feel about that, sort of as a boxer yourself?
I think it's a bit silly. For AJ especially, I just think there's well, money talks, I guess, don't it? And he's obviously going to get paid a hefty amount for this fight, but it's not a fight that I ever wanted to see. But when you're getting offered that kind of money, you can't really hate someone for taking a fight like that for the sort of money. Obviously, there's so many other fights out there for AJ, but I get it. It's an easy fight for him, and he's going to get paid a hell of a lot of money for it. So you can't knock him for it.
No, exactly. Like you say, he's done a lot in boxing. He's obviously coming into probably the last year, 18 months of his career, isn't he? So why not take that money for a little bit of light work, a little bit of sparring almost for him? But yeah, I think it's a difficult one. You can't begrudge him taking the money, but you just think there are other fights in there for him for a warm up, but we'll see
Definitely.
obviously what happens. Did you catch the Eubank Junior Ben fight this weekend?
Yeah, I enjoyed that show. I think Jack boxed very well. Nice to see
Yeah,
Jack fighting. Yeah, he boxed very well. Had to come through a sticky patch through the middle rounds with Echo. Echo's an absolute machine.
massive, isn't
He's an absolute monster. But Jack got through that sticky patch and then got a good stoppage. But no, he boxed really well, Jack. It was good to watch. And with Eubank, I just thought he just looked a shell of himself. He didn't look like he wanted to be there. I don't know. He looks a bit over the hill, to be honest. Don't get me wrong, Ben boxed well. He boxed a very good fight. He was sharp, boxed a smart fight, but at the same time, Eubank just looked a shell of the fighter he is, really. So it was a shame to see.
Yeah, it was a bit difficult. Like you said, I think actually the Jack Catterall one was my fight of the night. I think Jack looked massive, like in the build up to it. He looked in incredible shape. But say to come, Esserman's a massive, massive guy. But yeah, Jack looked fantastic that night. So I know obviously you guys were close, used to train with him. So it was good to see him get through it. And who would you like next for Cats or El Gato?
Anyone with a world title, really. I'd love to see Jack win that world title. Obviously, he should have been undisputed them years ago when he should have got the result against Josh Taylor, but obviously it never happened. And I'd just love to see Jack finally win that world title. It'd be great to see.
Yeah, no, well, thank you so much for your time, Joe. Obviously, I'll be seeing you on Friday night, so we'll catch up after then, and hopefully you'll have that title belt on your shoulder Friday night.
Lovely. Thank you very much.
No worries, Joe. Have a good one.
Cheers,
See you
for that.
later.
You too. Ta-ra.
Cheers, bye.